Inferno or the burn slip. Shout out to my gods and goddesses and high vibrational hearing beings. You know what the fuck it is. Yeah, that's crazy. Niggas made like a whole. Yeah, that's crazy. You know, how everybody feeling off this rising. You feel me? We back. We back. I got on the wrong jump where I was trying to get towards and shit, but it's all Gucci though. We're on the right zone now. Hold up real quick, y'all. Advice I can give y'all about going forward, more than anything, I'll tell y'all get out of the thought that life is easy while the system is here. Like, I'm so real with myself about what I'm in. I know I'm in hell. I know because of the psychological slavery in general, I got to worry about my brother or sister trying to harm me more than anything because we don't know who we are. I know I got to watch these human beings too, even more so right now because their anatomy's changing for the worse. You get what I'm saying? And y'all know with their DNA, how violent they are. I feel unsafe as a black man, for real, for real. That's why it's like I was saying, everything I was talking about earlier, like cutting people off and like respecting your own energy and shit like that. A lot of times people end up in situations because it was signs to like leave a person alone and they didn't leave that person alone. You get what I'm saying? You got to pay attention to energy and know when to like walk away from people, when to leave people alone, to avoid anything happening to you or even you doing something to them, which is still something happening to you, or just unnecessary energy that you don't need in general. You get what I'm saying? If I'm gonna be in a situation that's gonna cause me to get locked up or get hurt, I would rather that be, or I'd rather that be like in any way, shape, way, or form. All this I'm saying, y'all. I'd rather that be about like something real. You get what I'm saying? But it's a lot of situations. This shit don't be like real for real. It don't be real shit. It don't be worth it. Let me put this button on, y'all. I'm a very logical person. You know, I'm a lot smarter than I lead on. You get what I'm saying? That's one of the first lessons I learned from the streets more than anything, is to be way smarter than you lead on to be. You know what I'm saying? Not in a vindictive way though, like, but just because you gotta watch what people be on, and people, you know what I mean? Like I told you, I can see stuff in people that most people can't see in people. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be very careful with me. And at that moment with anything, like anyone I don't associate with or anything that I cut off, at that moment, your opinion of me like doesn't matter. You know? And I'll say it like this, not only does it not matter, like if you try to send negative energy to somebody that cut you off of being negative, or bringing confusion in any shape, way, or form, chaos or drama in their life, that even speaks more volumes to like how toxic you are. You get what I'm saying? On any type of relationship with anybody. Like, and y'all notice like that's what happens. Like a lot of people get more mad. You know what I'm saying? Or they'll even get sad. You know, they'll realize, they'll look at shit from a different angle as soon as you cut them off, when they're not even around you or able to be around you, like to be on any type of toxic shit. You know, that just cuts all that shit off. So that's why it's like, it's very, very important. That's one of the strongest things like I've learned off of like my situation with the mother of my child, and like, you know what I mean, everything else that I faced even since then. You know, like I learned that very, very strongly, like to be on that type of time. You feel me? And I like it that way. I like it. It's better here. It's better. I'd rather be by myself or have a few friends than have like a lot of people that's like against me, like undercover. You get what I'm saying? Or like jealous of me and envy, because it's a lot of people that y'all associate with. I'm saying it's like in general, like everybody. It's a lot of stuff that a lot of people that people associate with, and either they're not aware, or even if they're not aware, people just don't have the right intentions with them. You know, they have like malice in their heart for no reason at all. You know what I'm saying? And the person really has genuine love for them. You know, as a friend, as a man, as a woman. You know what I mean? People be on next shit, and you gotta like And I'm saying this from a standpoint of love, y'all. I'm saying this from a standpoint of love. Don't get it fucked up. I'm saying this from a standpoint of love, because I'd rather let you go, and so you can deal with your own problems, than you bring me down with you, because I've ascended more or understand that something isn't that big of a problem. You get what I'm saying? Like, for real. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna go back and forth. I'm not gonna argue with you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna try to attack you because you're wrong and you don't want to admit it. I'm just gonna leave you alone. You know? Now, if you try to attack me out of that, like on some other shit, and I got you saying, that's different. But even still, like, especially now, like, you can bring real bad karma your way. Cause then, like, in real fast, like, something bad could just happen to you, you know, before you even try to get to the person, or while trying to get to the person that you're trying to attack and shit, that left you alone out of love because you were toxic. You know what I'm saying? People don't really understand how energy works and shit. Like, you know, it ain't even that I mean, I am protected in a lot of ways and shit. I know a lot of people know that, but because of like my stance, my purpose, stuff I be saying, but it's really because of how I move. You feel me? It's because of how I move. Like I don't be on no jealous envy shit. I don't be on no trying to one up shit. I don't be on trying to size people up shit. I don't got time for that shit. Like, I'm not that type of person. You feel me? So a lot of times, me not being that type of person brings a lot of jealousy to me, because a lot of people are like that. You feel me? So this is like something very, very important about me. Like, I'm really intact with myself, you know? So like and this goes along with like me not needing validation and all that also. But like, this is the thing about, I'm talking basically about protecting your energy, knowing when to let people go, creating boundaries. A lot of times people say that they don't like boundaries, or they don't like people's boundaries because they wasn't respecting the person before the boundaries got put up, or they never even expected that person to even have boundaries. And you know what I'm saying? Like, they thought they was just gonna be able to walk over or disrespect the person however so, because the person doesn't respect themselves. See, I respect myself, so I'm not gonna be around you if you're not respecting me. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm at a point of love for myself where I'm not even gonna get mad at a point where I gotta make a scene about it or make a situation about it in a moment. Like I said, that'll just be that whatever the situation was, that'll just be the last time you hear from me. You know what I'm saying? And in that moment, whatever relationship I had with you is a dead relationship. It's gone. You know? Like, I don't play that shit. Like, I'm a grown ass man. You feel me? Real shit. I know, like, I might have like a little issues here and there, you know what I'm saying, because of shit that's done to me, but I'm a grown ass man though. Like, I don't be on that. I don't care how nobody feel. Like, I don't be on that. So this is something that, you know, if you don't have within yourself respect for yourself, or this is something for you to look at stuff you got to work on, including me myself, because I'm able to understand this and explain this to y'all how I can, because I work on myself. You know, notice I didn't say worked. I work on myself. Like, it's an ongoing thing, you know. But even with it ongoing, it's stuff that you learn, and that becomes like stuff that's part of you, you know, that's helpful, that's healthy, you know. So it's like, y'all gotta understand what I'm saying. But I don't know. It must have been for me to give y'all this talk right now. You feel me? But like I said, when you are like this though, you realize that you attract a lot of negative energy, a lot of people to you, because a lot of people are unhealed, you know, on all types of relationships with people and situations, or even if you would come across like a person, y'all just happen to be in the same place at the same time, and a situation could arise, and y'all don't even know each other, even like, so it's crazy right now. I value y'all, so I know it's people out here that wouldn't get told this, that wouldn't know how this is, how this operates. But this is how this operates, so, I don't even know what people are saying in the comments and stuff, but yeah, this is what it is right now, Put it like this: if you got people like trying to bring you down, however so what you're doing, or hating on you, you must be doing something right, because that means you can go farther than even where you're at. That's what that means, for a fact. Like if somebody is hating on you, 9 times out of 10, those people are triggered by what you're saying, or they see you even going farther than wherever you're already at the moment that they're hating on you. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm glad for any of my haters, That just means I'm doing the right thing. I'm evolving. I remember when I didn't have haters. Well, I mean, I always had haters, but like, not to the extent that I do now. But I know it's because of like all the information that I obtained and like how strong I am and stuff like that. You know what I mean? But you know what I mean? People get chose for different stuff though. That's how life works, y'all. Like people get stuff. Believe it or not, stuff happens for people if they accept it, or they lessons that people got to learn and stuff. If they go about it right, it's not even just to help themselves, but to help other people. You know what I'm saying? That's how that should be for real. So. I hope everybody's feeling good today, though. You know what I'm saying? Another day, we closer and closer. We're closer and closer. Hey, shout out to all my subscribers. You know what I'm saying? I got like the realest subscribers. I know I got like the realest subscribers. And I know like the resistance that's on my life, or even like 3 people that's trying to like bring me down, that's being used, they feel it. I know they feel it. It's like almost like I know it's people that can see me already in a different light, or where I'm headed, Route 461. That's a beautiful thing though. You feel me? Because I'm nothing but humble. I'm grateful, I'm grateful that I was chosen to have the information I have, but not even just the information I have, but to be able to give it out how I give it out to y'all. Like I'm grateful for that shit. You feel me? Like the shit ain't easy. You know what I'm saying? Shit ain't easy. But it was never supposed to be that. With, you know what I'm saying, really what took place with us as neuromelanated beings, and me, happening to be one of them. So it's like, I'm saying, you gotta be real with yourself about shit. It's like even once you real with yourself, knowing the psychological slavery that's amongst us, what we're living in on our planet, you know what I'm saying? Already you have like more empathy for your brother and sister, That's like a big start of like shit, you know what I'm saying? Because you gotta realize when your brother and sister is in a certain state of like fight, flight, or freeze, you gotta realize like a lot has been infringed on us for us to be like that, you know. And yeah, it's not like I said, it ain't anything easy, but as you grow like within it, you know what I'm saying? It's respecting it though. I'll definitely tell you that. I'll tell y'all that for a fact. You know, it's like one of them things. How you doing today, Goddess? You get what I'm saying? Like I know like it's real right now. You know what I mean?
Route 461.
Like I said, we you know. I know a lot of people right now also wish that they could I know a lot of people wish that they can stop like this system crashing. You get what I'm saying? If y'all really pay attention, everybody that watch my videos and that know what's up, if y'all really pay attention, the one main thing that's happening is like all the infringed ways, that's a false ideology, right? If you notice, as this shit is crashing down more and more, people are trying to like weaponize it to try to make people feel inadequate. That's like the main thing. That's the main thing. But I told y'all that was gonna happen. I was telling y'all that like years ago. I was telling y'all that like many lives. Like I was telling y'all that, and I was telling y'all the projections as far as like the like also like the stuff that they do to make us seem like we're violent when really that's them. Also, those is like the two things that they're gonna be doing more. You know, like if they see like, but that's why I told y'all the main people that's gonna be getting attacked the most as this is crashing is people that's like either financially struggling or homelessness, because y'all got to remember money is their god, and some of us even value it to that extent, not knowing who we are. So it's like that was always the main thing that what would mainly have anybody look down on someone, or what a position somebody wouldn't want to be in because of how the money is around everything that's been hijacked. You know, for like if you don't have it, the money wise, you won't have those things. You know, but as it's getting closer to showing that hold on that isn't going to be, and money isn't going to be, this system's not going to be able to be like weaponized, where there is like so-called homeless people and all of that shit. People are trying to like use the system against people in any way if they feel that they're in lack, whether they are or not. You get what I'm saying? To like feel low about themselves. But when you already, that's why awareness is everything, y'all. Once the more aware you are, the more the attacks, the more you realize what are attacks, and then not only what you realize are attacks, the more the attacks aren't even able to touch you. You know what I'm saying? That's why I tell y'all all the time, like awareness is everything, knowledge is everything. Like if you don't know who you are, you don't know where you're going. You can be manipulated. People can play on your emotions. You can be involved with stuff that you shouldn't even be involved in. You know what I'm saying? Like you like it's deeper than knowing how to. But it's deeper than knowing how to move just off of being financially stable. But the main thing off of us being the monetary system is get a bag, get money, because of how everything is. So it's not a lot of people would see it from the standpoint past that. You know what I'm saying? But awareness is everything, y'all. You know, awareness is everything. Like I can feel my anatomy changing faster this month than it was the past months prior. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm getting more and more information. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting stronger. You know what I'm saying? Other stuff has been happening, but I'm not going to say that on here. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not a game, y'all. You know, I know it's scaring some people because a lot of people didn't know who they was, and a lot of people ain't know who we was, you know? So, like, I get it, but it's definitely a reality, though. It's definitely a reality, y'all. You know? It's a reality. I'm going to end this joint so it goes out, and then I'm going to start again real quick so this goes out.